Hey, I'm your Korean dad. I'm here in New York City, and I'm supposed to meet up with my friend Dulcé Sloan. Dulcé's a stand-up comic, performer, voiceover artist, and lately you can find her on The Daily Show on Comedy Central. And I'm supposed to meet Dulcé here, but where is she?
Papa!
Oh, there she is.
Hello!
What did you bring me?
Well, I wanted to bring you a present because, you know, I'm Southern, so I can't meet nobody with my hands empty.
It's very Korean, too.
Oh, see? That's good to know.
Yep.
And so I got these cupcakes.
They're so small.
Yeah, it's a way to annoy your friends. People are always like, I don't want to eat a whole cupcake. They're like, there's so many flavors. There's like, it says tie-dye, but tie-dye's not a flavor.
Tie-dye makes me think of someone wearing a sweaty tie-dye t-shirt, so that's kind of a flavor.
Okay, so just that guy. But again, it's a way to piss off strangers.
I thought it'd be fun to go to Koreatown here in Manhattan. You live here in New York right now. I'm Korean, but you also have a lot of experience with Korean culture. I thought that'd be a fun thing to do.
I am down. Let's
Okay,
go.
all right, let's go. All right, okay, let's get your menu.
Yeah.
We're at a Korean restaurant. It's called New Wonjo here on 32nd. This is K-Town, Manhattan. You've had a lot of Korean food before.
Yes.
You're very familiar, I think.
I also bought a Korean cookbook last year during quarantine.
Yeah?
So I was like, I'm gonna figure out how to make some stuff.
So you like cooking Korean food then?
Yes, the first pot in my house was this pot. Before I got like regular cookware, was this little pot.
Oh, the little soup pot.
Yeah.
How did you become so familiar with Korean culture?
Because, I mean, Atlanta has a big Korean community.
Right. That's where you grew up in the Atlanta area.
Yeah, in the Atlanta area, and so they're all out in Duluth. I also went to high school with a lot of different types of people. When I went to high school with a lot of Koreans. Starting to like watch like Korean TV shows, and then like started going to Korean restaurants, and I was like, okay, I really like this stuff. And then all the time, because like I remember taking my mom to like the restaurant that just did like different like bibimbops and different soups and stuff. And I love the idea of the banchan. And I was like, so let me get this straight. I bought one thing, but then I got all these little things that go around it. I love it.
So what looks good to you today on the menu here?
So you have to help me choose between the kimchi, was it kimchi jun?
Kimchi chon.
Kimchi chon. Or this one.
Gochu pajan.
Gochu pajan.
Gochu means hot pepper. Do you have a favorite banchan?
The radish.
This? The
yes.
깍두기.
깍두기. What's this one?
This is the 오징어. It's the Squid Game.
So I do actually like this because I don't always know it was a squid.
Can you talk a little bit about getting started in comedy, how you got started?
I got started in stand-up because another comic told me I was a comic. So it was a comedy club I used to hang out at. And
how old were you?
25.
Okay.
One of my little sisters from college, she worked at the door at this comedy club, so she just let me in for free. I'd come up there and hang out with her all the time if I didn't have a show or if I wasn't doing like a play or something. And so just from coming and hanging out with her, I met a lot of the comics and I was just talking to them all the time. But from just talking to them in conversation, they're like, you are funny. And I'm like, thanks. And one of them, Big Kenny, he was like, you should take my stand-up class. And I was like, no, thank you. Because I had like just graduated 2 years before with a degree in theater. Theater performance.
You want to be an actor.
Right. You know, doing stand-up scared me so bad because I was like, when I've been on stage, I've never been myself and never been my own words. I've always been playing someone
else's words, someone else's character.
Right. So I'm breathing life into another person.
Right.
And I'm saying someone else's words. And so stand-up was, this is all me and this is all my words.
Right.
And I was like, ah.
Pressure.
Yeah, because even with like singing, I'm singing a song.
Right.
So I'm still embodying a character whose ever song I'm singing.
Right. So how'd you get over that fear?
Big Kenny made me take the stand-up class. 2009. Because you know it was a recession, I got laid off. I was collecting unemployment. I took a sketch comedy class. The next section of the comedy, because like you had to take the first section and then they had to approve you or you know off whatever to go into the next section. And they offered me to take the next section. The next section was like another $200. And my unemployment check was like $350 a week. So I'm like, this is about to be my whole check. I was trying to figure out what I should do. And then Big Kenny hit me up again and was like, I'm doing another thing in the stand-up class. You need to come take it. I was like, I don't have $300 to take this class. And he was like, you're not gonna pay. He's like, you're supposed to be doing this. You need to take the stand-up class. You're not gonna pay. And then I asked my mom about it and she was like, yes, take it. She was encouraging because, you know, she felt like I should take it. I ended up taking this class and that's how I got into stand-up. And then Big Kenny started taking me with him around shows in Atlanta.
He was like a mentor to you. Huh?
Yeah, I mean, he was not playing. He was like, he would invite me and my mom to shows all the time.
Why do you think he did that for you?
Because sometimes people can see something in you that you don't see in yourself. And I feel like that if I hadn't listened to him, I'd probably still be in Atlanta selling stucco or something.
We got some mandu here.
Mandu.
Oh, we got a lot. Everything's here.
Oh, everything's here.
Okay, that was the thing you said you've had before and you liked a lot.
Yeah, but I've never had it spicy.
Oh. 뚝배기 불고기. 뚝배기 불고기.
Dulcé bulgogi.
Yeah. So this is 육개장.
That's the soup that I used to get at the sauna.
Yeah, so there's like shredded beef. There's a little bit of a certain kind of root.
That's that fern.
Yep, it's the kind of thing you're supposed to eat with rice. I'm always gonna eat a little bit of the rice. People very often know this as like a wonton. Wonton's a Chinese name.
Yeah.
For Korean, it's mandu. Yeah.
Okay.
I wanted to ask you a question. I've gotten to know a bunch of stand-up comedians and comics over the years. And one of the things that I've noticed is being a comic an identity? Like being a black woman, like it almost looks like it's an identity the way people kind of move through the world.
Anytime you're someone who sees the world in a different way, you self-identify with people who see the world as you see it. And there's a lot of things about how comics view themselves that are detrimental to comics. I hear comics all the time say, well, you know, I'm f***ed up, that's why I'm a comic, and I'm this, and I'm like, the idea of if something traumatic happens, I can use that as a bit, or you're just
Processing the pain and trauma in that way.
right, but there's a lot of pain and trauma that I've been through that I'm never gonna talk about on stage. I do see, like with younger comics, you really do have to talk to them. Like some of them I talk to me and like they'll be drinking too much or whatever, and they're like, well, you know, I'm like, hey. Don't think that to be able to be successful at this, you have to live this life. You have to live a certain lifestyle.
Right.
That you have to go through traumatizing, addictive behavior to be able to be funny.
Right. I see some of that sort of through the content creator influencer kind of life also, that some people have an expectation. Once they get into it and start seeing some success, then you find out what they assumed it was all about before.
Right.
And then they start doing all those things, whether it's, you know, living extravagantly, spending a lot of money, whether it's, you know, drugs and alcohol, whether it's something else kind of, you know, either harming themselves or other people.
Right.
You realize, oh, this is actually what you thought it was all about.
Right.
And you were kind of just waiting for the opportunity to do it.
This is what you want to do all along.
Right. How much of this sort of stand-up mentality shows up in your work on The Daily Show? Because that's different.
Not a lot.
It's very different.
I like punch up stuff. It's because when we're on the show,
What do you mean by punch up stuff for people who don't know?
like the writers write stuff for us and then we like put it in our own voice.
Okay.
But when I'm on Daily Show, it's a heightened character of it's a heightened version of myself.
Because in stand-up, it's you and you alone. You and the audience, you and the crowd. Whereas on The Daily Show, it's much more of a collaboration in that way. So it's kind of part of the whole overall brand.
Well, when I'm doing like a piece like out in the field, it's me and whoever I'm interviewing.
Right.
That's still collaborative.
Right.
But stand-up's just you.
Yeah.
All day.
How was your lunch?
It was delicious. Now I know not only can I get my favorite soup, 뚝배기 bulgogi.
뚝배기 불고기.
뚝배기 bulgogi.
Yep.
Not only that, I know that I can get it, but I also know that I can get it spicy.
I saw there's a dessert place. I think they have the bingsu.
It's my favorite. I haven't had it forever.
Yeah. Let's go get some bingsu. Look at that, green tea pot bingsu. Little whipped cream, green tea ice cream, red bean, that's the pot part. I see some almonds. Shave ice is the bingsu part.
Oh, it's the bingsu part.
Yeah, and then there's a little bit of mochi. You've had it before.
Yeah, the first time I ever had one was at the Korean sauna in Atlanta.
Oh yeah, what's it called?
Jeju Spa.
Jeju Spa. I've been there.
Really?
It's a really special place.
It's gorgeous.
It's the only Korean spa I've ever been to that's like half black people, half Korean people.
Oh, it's full of black people.
Dulcé, I'm so glad we got to hang out today.
I know!
Thanks so much for spending this time and just sharing so much and really opening up so much. I feel like I learned a lot and I feel like I got to know you a lot better.
Definitely. I know that I see a lot of similarities sometimes. Not like glaring similarities, but like an appreciation for Korean culture by black people and appreciation of black culture by Korean people.
Absolutely. What's your favorite part of this?
So there's a layer in between shaved ice and the ice cream. I don't know if it's like a shaved ice cream, because there's regular ice and then there's like almost like a milk ice situation.
It's a little bit of a squeeze of something into the ice.
Yeah, so the milk ice is my favorite part.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think the milk ice is my favorite. And then these little mochis, I like.
I think
It's the big mochis I don't like.
I think the icy part is my favorite part too. This was fun.
That
Yum.
was so much fun! Wait a minute. Oh, I didn't know they had the corn dogs out here. Have you had these corn dogs? Wait, are we
Okay.
gonna try to get one?
Yeah, we gotta get one.
yeah.
You said it. Okay, you want it, I got it.
What is this?
It's the hot dog.
It's a corn dog. It's got sweet potato stuck to it. It's on the kiosk right there.